Hey Gemini, what's up? This is Star Card Tarot here. Let the star guide you. So, right now, I'm going to be doing your reading, your 7-day forecast, and I really want to dive in here with a quickie. So, what I do see is that you guys are really in a disruptive state, right? So, I see some of you are birthing. What I got was you're birthing something that means the world to you. Now, before I get started, please like, subscribe, and share my content. Smack the bell so you can get an update every time, a notification every time I post content. As we know, the rules of tarot, not everything is going to resonate for one specific person, right? There's too many Geminis in the world. But if this is your message, receive it. Check your other planetary placements, and then to get more information or to see if it resonates. Now, Gemini, I do see some of you are mothers, some of you are birthing something in the world that means the most to you, right? You do have the spirit animal totems, owl and coyote. There's some wisdom that needs to come in, right? Some balance some balance that's lacking with wisdom, with spiritual wisdom here. You may be ignoring your intuition or ignoring your dreams or really off balance with your surroundings, and you may be vibrating really low at this time, but it's like spirit is actually trying to get you on a path where you're vibrating high. Now, what I see is that we're kind of ignoring that in some type of way. Maybe we're focused on physical means here and getting success through physical means instead of allowing spirit to come in, because the healer of ages, this beautiful card, came in the reverse. So you're spiritually lacking here, right? And we're focused on bringing in success through material, tangible things. Everybody knows what spirituality is about by now, right? Hyper awareness, bringing in love and success and understanding of the inner you. So I am just going to expand on the energy here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 7-day forecast. Spirit, let me get one more card from the energy oracle deck for Gemini energy, right? Ruled by Mercury. Spirit, come down with probable messages. Again, hit the like button, comment, please give me aha, insights, and appreciation. Door to spirit, like I said, door to spirit. Spirit is looking to connect with you, looking to fill you with its presence, right? And I see that we might be focused on some physical things, right? Some tangible material things, right? But source is saying, hey, I want to bring into a form, right? So it is going to be a disruption that I see happening. A spirit is going to have to waking you up. You might have to hit rock bottom. A tower moment may have to happen so you can actually allow source in and be awakened. I sense that energy. The underlying energy is anxiety. So your anxiety, your fears, that lower level energy is keeping you aloof or in detachment from spirit. I do sense that here. Coming in within the next 7 days. Of course, this is still a timeless reading, so these energies run fluid, so you could already be experiencing this, okay? Or experience it later than 7 days, right? All right, so Spirit, come down with probable messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Spirit, I ask that you come down and fill me with the energy of Gemini. I ask that you surround me with a white light as I go within the tarot. I ask for all my archangels to come down. Archangel Michael, Chamiel, Archangel Metatron, all my ancestors that guide me through zodiac readings, come down. We appreciate your information. The information you provide, so much appreciation and gratitude. I ask to be the conduit and convey clear and concise messages to Gemini for the next 7 days. You have Libra's card, Justice, so it can have to do with a marriage, divorce, or getting married. Because there's a polarity here, and it's showing someone that's not just very content, but not so content in the inside, the reflection. They see something different. So this could be someone needing to divorce, to part. Maybe part from things that aren't feeding you. This could be person, place, things, inner, external energies. Remember that. However it resonates with you. But Justice, Libra, is all about balance, right? Kind of reminds me of Sagittarius energy, but it is a balance within the mental realm, the social realm, thoughts. Also balance within, like, how would I say it? What you love, what makes you happy, what makes you creative. After all, Libra is ruled by Venus, and we want to make sure that we're able to be ourselves and create, right? Fertility. There's something that you can't feed off with this energy here. There's some balance that needs to be brought into your life. Right now, I'm sensing that's the balance that's required for Source to come in and do some spiritual work. It looks like your spiritual awakening will be coming into form. You've probably been ignoring it. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. Spirit is here, live and well. All right, Spirit, give me another card for Gemini's reading, 7-day forecast. Death, like I said, yeah. There's a divorce with something, like I said, parting, attachment, something. You may be worried about this death, right? Focused on something that ended, right? Not allowing the lessons to come in, but focused on the negative energy surrounding this ending, surrounding this death. A death that you knew was happening because, like I said, with the Libra card, this divorce was something that we knew with these two different images here. This is something that we knew was coming, or we were aware of. Our polarities of us, yes. This death is going to, or supposed to be, giving you insight, but I feel like you're not allowing that insight in, but soon you will. Here. Yeah, when I said soon you will, I seen the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, so that means that you're going to be stepping into your power with understanding what your path is for, what a tower moment is for, right? I'm surprised I don't see the tower card here, but I do see some information is going to come to you, like a cosmic download. A different perspective is going to hit you. A different perspective is going to hit you. A different perspective is going to hit you, and things are going to start picking up pace here with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. When you come into a spiritual awakening, it's like it's fast moving. It moves so fast that time is stuck. Now, it's a real weird way to explain it, but that's how it works. Cosmic downloads, everything is like moving and shifting, but it's like your spiritual side is moving fast, but the material, the three-dimensional, it has slowed down, because now we're realizing what the fuck is going on. Our perspective is shifting, right? I feel like this death and releasing this burden behind this death is going to allow you, the spirit's going to come down, and something is just really going to shift with your perspective here in the next 7 days. Again, time is fluid. You can already be going through this. Clarify the Libra card here. Clarify the Libra card here. Spirit, come down with probable messages for the Justice Libra card here. Strength, Hierophant. So I'm going to pull both of these here, and you have Venus. These are all major arcanas. Big shifts happening here. Someone had to find the strength to divide the polarity of them, to cut off maybe a shadow side, a darker side of them. You're going to have to find the strength to shine light on your shadow side, to be aware of it. Not necessarily cutting off, but actually not cutting it off and becoming aware of all the different polarities of you. Cutting something off is going to... Okay, so someone's going to trigger your shadow side. You're going to become ugly, maybe nasty, lower level, and you realize, I don't want to feel like this anymore. So you're cutting them off, but it's bringing you to awareness of your shadow side, doing shadow work and becoming aware of that. That obviously is going to require strength to cut someone off, to move in that energy. It is going to also, it's going to require you to love yourself too. You're going to come into a higher spiritual awakening. Again, someone's going through a spiritual awakening. Clarify the death card. Four of Swords. So after the death, obviously it's going to be exhausting, losing someone, completing someone, and going through the whole denial, anger, acceptance, going toggling back and forth with those emotions is going to be exhausting. So we need to take a time to rest to pretty much understand why this ending happened, why this death or this rebirth, because this death is ultimately a rebirth. And you see here, there's a universe in the death. And then Ace of Swords is right after it. So that leads me to believe this is a true rebirth, a new perspective here. And you're going to be in thought, resting in your mind, really gathering the information, right? Getting those cosmic downloads, right? With the Ace of Swords, we see that the information coming in, right? Higher perspective. But with the Four of Swords, we see us really savoring on that perspective, right? Really structural, like, how do you say it? It's coming into form. We're understanding it more. At the bottom of the deck, you want to believe justice again. So karma is here. It's showing up here. Some karmic work is happening. The universe is making shifts. Yeah. Guardian of Pentacles. Look at Pentacles energy in the world. Yeah. And so things are changing here. There's also someone is getting married here. Grounded. Someone's becoming grounded in this world. There's something that's going to happen with like money that you owe in this world. You're going to see some clarity with love, I see here. Clarify the Ace of Swords, and then we'll do final advice. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Okay, that was acrobat. Okay, Two of Wands. So the perspective that you have, you're going to be moving towards it with passion. You're going to decide like, hey, you know, there's a lot of distance between this understanding. I need to gain more understanding. You're going to become passionate, right? You're going to want to embark on that information that you got. Obviously, this is the air sign, so right, you get the information, you're like, whoa, okay, how can I draw a bridge between this? How can I get to more information? And that's that Four of Swords there, where we're actually really, really meditating on the information that's coming in. We're passionate about getting it, and we're going to actually walk towards that information. Seven of Pentacles. There's been a lot of seeds planted to get you where you're at. You are going to come into, you might be meeting some people that are actually going on the same journey as you. Some of you guys have been waiting on something and wishing on something, and it's like your own energy is keeping you away from what you're wishing on. It's like you do the work, you pray, then you may go out and communicate and try and network, and then you go back in because you're scared. And all it requires you is to embark on the journey and just say yes to self, is what I'm seeing here. So some of you you have to release fear, and I feel like there's some attachments to old agreements, right? False belief systems. There's going to be a paradigm shift for sure. All right, Spirit, thank you for the information. Let me get a final positive advice card for Gemini. Gemini. Spirit, what do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 7-day forecast? Positive messages, advice, please. What advice do we have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Spirit, come down. Spirit, come down. Spirit, come down with probable messages for Gemini. Okay. So you have the waning moon. What do you need to release? And that's all that I've been talking about, is past agreements, old paradigms, moving away from something, releasing material things. What do you need to release? Thank you so much for clarifying that. It says, don't let your past hold you back. What did I just say? Something's holding you back, right? You're coming in and out. Some of you are coming in and out, and it's like all you need to do is just trust yourself, go full throttle into it, and then those different energies will start building and building and building, and you'll be able to, in one season, complete something, and then start on a new journey in another season, complete that task, and then you'll be at your highest self. So obviously it sounds way easier just saying it, but it does require a lot of healing, that's for sure. All right, Gemini, that's your 7-day forecast. Someone is definitely going through a spiritual healing, is going to be awakened here soon. Peace.